Wall Street and the financial industry executives are urging caution as the votes continue to be counted. Drawn-out count could trigger a bumpy ride for the market today. But as we look ahead, markets are reacting this morning in a positive way. Right now, all the major indices are up. Joining us now is Ernie Burns, President and CEO of Burns Estate and Planning and Wealth Advisors. And there always is a perception of, one party is going to be better for the economy. And, a lot of times there really is no change. Right now, Goldman Sachs is saying a Biden presidency would be better for the market.
Well, they all have different opinions.
Yeah.
But the big thing is that the NASDAQ is featuring this as a very positive thing. That's why the NASDAQ is actually outperforming the staples right now. So overall, it's going to be very volatile until there's an actual president elected.
And and it's been volatile for months now. It goes to way down, and then it'll pop right back up. Excuse me, and it seems for no reason.
Well, last week they were really debating, in a sense, inside the markets, what policies were going to be passed. And the market likes to look in the future, 3 to 6 months in the future. And businesses and CEOs are not going to make plans for their companies, in a sense, until they know the policies that are going to be passed. So right now, they're leaning which way they might be leaning personally to decide which policies they're going to be able to use in the future to further their business in the future.
And there is a big difference when you look at the economy between Wall Street and Main Street. Sometimes they are just totally divided.
They are, and what they're going to wait for is once they know who the president is and the policies they can set forth, then they know that stimulus package is coming, and that stimulus package is probably going to be around $1.7 trillion. That is going to be around $8 trillion put into the market in 1 year. It's never been done before into the economy in itself. So we're looking at a bullish market, I believe, in the future.
And right now, as you say, there is so much uncertainty. What is the reason, and you think the reason the markets are up today in pre-market trading is because the hope for a stimulus not down the road, or other factors?
Well, no, I think the level of the market is positive right now, really on the NASDAQ, the tech side, because they don't think policies are going to change. I think they're leaning towards maybe a Trump victory, so nothing is going to change. They'll be able to operate as usual. That is very positive for the market. They're going to forecast that. And 2 days ago, it was just the opposite. Last week it was just the opposite. The market dropped 1,800 points. In the last 2 days, it's risen over 1,000 points. And now today, over 1,200 points. If the market feels and can forecast that policies are not going to change, then especially it looks like Republicans are going to hold the Senate, the market likes to forecast. So they're very positive on it.
And
However, if Biden wins, they're going to basically forecast that also. So it's going to be very volatile until that is determined.
And a lot of economic advisors are telling their clients, maybe now's the time to put money into money market cash, wait to see when it's not so volatile. What are you telling your clients?
Well, cash is king. Cash is king. You could sit on the sidelines a little bit. However, I would not sell anything right now. I would not do anything like that, overreact in any manner. Let's see what's going to happen and sell. If your financial advisors have basically done the fundamental jobs and picked the right securities for you, then you're going to be okay. Let's just wait to see what policies who's reelected and the policies that are passed. And if you have a little extra cash on the sidelines, that's great, because you can take advantage of different indices that are going to move up into sectors once the president is elected.
And quickly, we're about out of time, but when you look at the difference in Main Street and Wall Street, where is our economy right now?
The economy is coming back very strong. Remember, it wasn't a .com or a mortgage or a financial crisis like 01, 08, 09. This was just turning the key off. So our economy has come back very strong so far. So once once the politics is over with, I think, and there's a vaccine, which is very, very key, the economy is I believe, going to be very bullish for the next year.
All right. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate your insight.
Thanks for having me.